Donald Trump took to Truth Social today to announce a trade deal with China. Now, the full details of this trade deal have not been released. We only have what Donald Trump has said on it to go on. But Donald Trump has said that China is going to provide full magnet rare earth minerals up front. Now, what does he mean by up front? I have no idea, because we trade with China, in a lot of cases on a day-to-day basis in a lot of varying industries. So I don't know what he means by that, unless maybe he means that they wouldn't be made into anything else and we could actually use them for our own manufacturing. Then he goes on to say, well, China is going to get the ability to continue to send their students to U.S. schools. Donald Trump has been pushing back against colleges and universities allowing in foreign students. They were going to do a crackdown against student visas, things like that. But the courts have also stepped in and said, wait a minute, you can't really do that. And they were looking at it. Now he says, as part of this trade deal, that Chinese students will be able to once again attend any university in the United States they want. Then he talks about the tariffs. Now, the United States is going to be continuing a 55% tariff on all Chinese goods, which is about 25% more than it was when Donald Trump took office. And even the tariffs that were in place were not on everything, and it sounds like these are going to be on everything. Beyond that, China's only going to put a 10% tariff on U.S. products that they import. And Donald Trump thinks this is some big win. Well, once again, Donald Trump doesn't know how tariffs work. He thinks they're a magical thing. You throw them on and China is going to pay them, and they come out of the Chinese treasury, go into the American treasury, and that's the end of it. When in reality, the American consumer is the one that ultimately pays it, because it's a tax, and that cost gets added on every spot down the supply chain, and businesses are going to hurt. Now, I've not seen what the markets have done in reaction to this trade deal, but if this is true and there is a deal, it would be good for the stock market to at least have the certainty of knowing what's going on and how things are being affected on a day-to-day basis. But it sounds like Donald Trump is screwing over the American consumer yet again by putting on additional tariffs that weren't there when he started his term. And he did get China to agree to lower the tariffs for American manufacturing and American agriculture products that are sent to China. But this still isn't the biggest win he could have had. The best thing he could have done was left things alone, because it was moving along nicely. But he thinks he's got a deal. We'll see how it affects the economy going forward. At least so far, it sounds like this trade deal will end the tariff standoff between the two countries.